Hey everyone, Kate and Fiona Pearman joining you this week for our final Facebook Live talking about choice. And I think today we want to talk about choice and decision as a leadership skill. We step back and think about why is it a leadership skill, and we think about the currencies that are really important in organisations. I think the first thing to think about here is being decisive equals taking the lead, and it provides certainty for our people, our stakeholders around what's expected of them, where we're going, what we're doing, what's okay, what's not okay. And I think when we think about indecision and the role that that plays in organizations, it's a huge productivity anchor. You know, being unclear about who's making the choice, who's not making the choice, taking longer time or waiting for more information to be able to make a decision has people in a holding pattern. And so I think particularly when you're willing to be aware of the choices you're making or not making, and recognizing what's stopping you so you can do something about it, so you can go further faster, whether that's asking for more information so you can be in a state where you feel more confident to make a decision, or understanding what's stopping you so you can take care of those roadblocks that might hold you back, are really critical pieces when we think about our ability to execute and get things done in an organization.
Yes, I really want to catch this, being willing to examine yourself, what's going on, because once we know and we've got clarity for ourselves, that means we're actually in a position to share what's going on with other people. And one of the things as a leader is it's really important to take people on the journey. So when we overtly share our process, we talk about the data points we're using. We perhaps talk about the fact we've got incomplete information and a decision needs to be made anyway. We talk about the fact that it's a hard decision, and this is what I considered in the process of getting to the outcome I came to. Every time we do that and we involve people and include them in our thinking, we build trust. We take them on the journey and they feel informed, and they're more likely to buy in and want to follow and be part of the decision that's being made.
Yeah, I think the third thing when we think about currencies of leadership is coaching and developing our people. I used to have this tagline, improve thinking, improve performance. When we are inclusive, when we are prepared to share our thinking around particularly the hard decisions, I think, but equally, maybe the easier decisions, we're able to coach and develop our people around the why, like why we've made this decision, what factors have we considered. As we do that, we're able to coach and develop our people to start to understand how we think as leaders, the things that are important, the things that I've able to, the risks I've able to mitigate. By virtue of that, give them an insight into how they can think about critical issues and start to build some of that critical thinking. So I think we step back and think about, something that often we don't even have conscious space for, this conversation around decision or choice. And we don't talk about it as organizations, as leaders. We start to just take a look at it, right, which is really our work, looking at our relationship with choice and decision, where it's easy, where it's not so easy, what's going on, how am I as a leader showing up, and how am I influencing my people, influencing the organization I'm working in. I think there's a huge opportunity here.
And the other really powerful piece is when we're conscious in our decisions, when we're explaining it, when we're doing this well, we feel more confident in ourselves. We feel more confident in ourselves as leaders, and that confidence inspires others, and they feel confident. They feel that some good thought has been put into this, good knowledge, the best that was available. There's been a process here. And when we do that, the wellspring of goodwill around the fact that this was considered inspires that sense of, yep, we've got this and we're doing the best we can with all of the pieces we've got. I think the really important piece here is acknowledging what's holding us back. What are the things that are getting in the way? When we notice we're being indecisive, when we've got something that's maybe tricky or gnarly, or where we're in that place of, I don't really want to make a call, or it feels like I could make the wrong call, or what happens if I get it wrong? That's our work. We really spend a lot of time, whether it's in corporate programs or, one-to-one, or in our public programs, we're always digging into what's stopping us. What gets in the way of being decisive? What are the pieces that if I was just willing to take a small act of confidence, to do something a little bit differently, it would change not only the outcome for me, but for all of the stakeholders around me, for my team, for peers, potentially for people further up, senior stakeholders. The more clarity I provide, the more conscious I am in my choice, the easier it is for them to join me in what I know it needs to be done next.
Yeah, and I think that's what's, unique about the conversations we have when we're working with leaders, and specifically in our women leadership programs, is really developing awareness around what's going on, specifically around roadblocks and red flags that are holding me back, and resourcing them to navigate through those roadblocks and red flags so that they can take action and they can move to that place of decisiveness and have confidence as a leader. We're going to wrap it there. Thank you for joining us for this week's confidence conversation. If you've enjoyed today's conversation, someone who could benefit from it, we'd love for you to share it with them, of course. If you want to access all our Facebook Lives, we go live every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Head over to our Facebook page. Tons of there for you to dig into. And of course, when you're ready to go deeper with your relationship with core confidence, visit our website, coreconfidence.com.au.